One of the things I helped this elderly couple this summer track down a contractor. And the contractor, they paid the contractor to install windows in their home. One was 98 years old, the wife was 98, and the husband was 100. 6 months later, the contractor still hadn't installed the windows. The husband, who turned 100, passed before the windows got installed. And after fighting the contractor, I called the DA's office, I called license and inspection, I called almost anyone you can think about, the Attorney General's office, and they basically said the only recourse they had was to go to small claims court. So I made some false statements or whatever to the contractor, got him out. I pulled at his heartstring because the husband died at 100 years old. While the contractor was there, the wife died at 98. So my question is there anything that, was they giving correct information when they said there's nothing we actually can do?
Yeah, unfortunately, we're not very good at taking care of victims. There was an article last week in the city paper. Councilman Greeley and I have been working on this fraudulent deed. And we've seen time and time again when it comes to consumer fraud, particularly the previous DA. I think this DA is a little bit more committed to see the value of prosecuting these. Because what ends up happening is, if you go to the DA's office with a case like that, you have to deliver them almost the whole case, which means you have to have the proof, the this, the that, and depending on the amount of loss, and I think Lynn Abraham made a public statement to it, there was kind of a threshold that she used in terms of the value of the crime before she decided to prosecute it. And unfortunately, what this said to a lot of folks is, you can get away with this because, the victim, once they're victimized, then has to prove this before the DA's office will prosecute it. I think this DA, because of the deed experience that we're having, and the contractors issues has been a long-term issue. It's one that I've brought up to PCA because you have a lot of seniors who don't have a place to call to get advice to make sure that they're not getting hassled. But the DA's office has to expand its consumer fraud unit and be more proactive in that. And they have not been. On all of the cases, contractors, deeds, all of those issues, it's been very slow. And even when people turn in all the information, it's sort of like, well, it's under investigation, we haven't decided we're going to prosecute.
Well,